Welcome to this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30 as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for live streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the Administration Office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Dave Dodderer, Rick Dyer, and Colleen Roberts, working for you.
Okay, so I will call to order the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for May 8th, 2024. We are in the Courthouse Auditorium and on audio-video conference. So we will begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would please rise.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do we have Commissioner Dyer as a panelist now? Okay, so we will continue then. All right. Next, we have a request for and discussion of non-agenda items with a 5-minute limit. Pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06, members of the public may address any item not on the agenda. However, pursuant to ORS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that is not on the agenda. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raise by asking staff to follow up on any questions or by placing the matter on the agenda for discussion at a future meeting. I see no one who has signed up here in the auditorium. Is there anybody in the auditorium who'd like to come forward and speak? Okay. Do we have anyone on Zoom?
Mr. Vice Chair, there's no one with their Zoom hand raised.
Okay. And we will move on to the consent calendar. The consent calendar consists of the minutes of our regular meeting of April 17th, 2024. In order appointing Nicholas Peters to the Ambulance Service Quality Assurance Committee, that is Order 89-24. There's an order proclaiming May 12 through 18, 2024 as Police Week in Jackson County, Oregon, and that is Order number 90-24, and an order proclaiming May 13 through 19, 2024 as National Salvation Army Week, and that is Order number 91-24.
And Mr. Chair, I move to approve the consent calendar as read.
And I'll second.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Dodderer?
Yes.
And Commissioner Dyer, do you approve using your electronic signatures on the orders that were approved under the consent calendar today?
Yes.
Okay. And I would like to read the proclamation in the matter of proclaiming May 12th through 18th, 2024 as Police Week in Jackson County, Oregon. Whereas there are more than 900,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including dedicated members of all law enforcement agencies in Jackson County, and whereas over 60,000 assaults against law enforcement officers are reported each year, resulting in over 18,568 injuries, and whereas since the first recorded death in 1786, nearly 23,000 law enforcement officers in the United States have made the ultimate sacrifice and have been killed in the line of duty, including members of law enforcement in Jackson County. And whereas the names of these dedicated public servants are engraved on the walls of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C., and whereas 136 new names of fallen heroes are being added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial this spring, honoring those officers killed in 2023, and whereas the service and sacrifice of all officers killed in the line of duty will be honored during the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund's 36th Annual Candlelight Vigil on the evening of May 13th, 2024, and whereas the Candlelight Vigil is part of National Police Week, which takes place May 12 through 18 of this year, and whereas May 15th is designated as Peace Officers Memorial Day in honor of all fallen officers and their families, and United States flags should be flown at half-staff. Now, therefore, the Board of Commissioners of Jackson County hereby proclaims May 12 through 18, 2024 as Police Week in Jackson County, Oregon, and publicly salutes the service of law enforcement officers in our communities and communities across the nation. Thank you. Okay. And we have another proclamation, which I'm going to ask Commissioner Roberts to read, please.
Thank you. And I also want to recognize that we have our Sheriff Nate Sickler here that brought that proclamation for us. And thank you for your service. So it is my privilege to read the proclamation for the National Salvation Army Week. Whereas the Salvation Army has been serving the citizens of Jackson County for 126 years, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And whereas the Salvation Army is present wherever the needs are great, especially during times of crisis where vulnerable citizens are more at risk of becoming homeless, food insecure, addicted, or spiritually tired, and whereas the Salvation Army invites the citizens of Jackson County to the Love Beyond and help the organization continue to provide life-changing aid to those who need it most. And whereas it is fitting and proper during National Salvation Army Week to recognize the tremendous impact of philanthropy, volunteerism, and community service provided in Jackson County, and whereas National Salvation Army Week is an opportunity to encourage citizens to serve their neighbors in need alongside the Salvation Army with their resources and time, now therefore the Board of County Commissioners of Jackson County hereby proclaims May 13th through the 19th, 2024 as National Salvation Army Week throughout Jackson County and encourage the support and participation of all citizens in the programs this organization offers. It's dated May 8th, 2024 at Medford, Oregon, to be signed by our board, and our majors, Randy and Johnette Mulch of our local Salvation Army, are here with us too today. Thanks for coming.
Yes, and thank you for all you do for our community. It's a tremendous asset we have. Thank you very, very much.
We see them most when we have a disaster. That's
correct.
for sure.
That's correct.
Thank you.
All right, so we have no public hearings scheduled for today. So let's move on to items of discussion and deliberation. The first item is order authorizing an application for eligibility with the State of Oregon Department of Administrative Services. That is order number 92-24.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. The State Surplus Property Program provides a central distribution point for usable personal state and federal property for reuse by state agencies, local governments, and nonprofit organizations. The Airport Department would like to participate in the program. Surplus property is available to eligible agencies and organizations for a surcharge, which is a fraction of the actual value of the item, resulting in a cost savings to Jackson County. Eligibility begins upon receipt of the application by the state and will remain in effect for a period of 3 years. There's no financial impact with this order.
Okay, I'll move to approve order number 92-24.
And I'll second.
Commissioner Roberts,
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Dodder.
Yes. Next item is an order authorizing amendment number 1 to LiDAR Services Agreement for services dated November 1st, 2022 with the State of Oregon Department of Geology and Mineral Industries. That is order number 93-24.
Thank you, Commissioner. The State of Oregon Department of Geology and Mineral Industries currently collects LiDAR high-resolution map data within the county. Amendment number 1 extends the term of the original agreement to allow the continued collection of LiDAR high-resolution map data. The term of the original agreement is November 1st, 2022 through October 31st, 2023. And Amendment number 1 will extend the term from November 1st, 2023 through October 31st, 2024, resulting in the term being extended beyond 12 months and requiring authorization by the Board of Commissioners. The amendment requires ratification to become effective November 1st, 2023, and there's no financial impact to the county.
I will move to approve Order 93-24.
Second.
Commissioner Roberts,
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Dotterer.
Yes. And we have an order authorizing an owner's acceptance of bidder's proposal for contract number 01.24SC with Western Emulsions, Inc. That is Order 94-24.
Thank you. So an invitation to bid was published in the March 6, 2024 edition of the Rogue River Press, the March 6th and March 8th, 2024 editions of the Daily Journal of Commerce, and posted the Jackson County website on March 6, 2024 to supply CRS-2P, which is a polymer modified ketonic rapid setting asphalt emulsion used primarily as a bituminous binder for chip seals. Oh, there's a lot of words. And QSE, which is quick setting emulsion for fog seals to Jackson County for use on road projects through the end of 2024. We received 2 bids, and they were as follows. Western Emulsions, Inc. for the CRS-2P bid $463,800. For the QSE, they bid $117,200 for a total of $581,000. Albina Asphalt for bid for the CRS-2P $566,500 and for the QSE $168,700 for a total of $735,200. Western Emulsions, Inc. submitted the lowest bid, is qualified to perform the work, and is in the best interest of Jackson County to accept the proposal to supply emulsified asphalt products through the end of 2024. A standard purchase order will be used to order these supplies as needed for the period of May 1st, 2024 through November 1st, 2024. The owner's acceptance of bidder's proposal requires ratification to be effective May 1st, 2024, and there's an estimated $581,000 expense to the county.
Okay, well, I will move to approve Order 94-24,
Second.
because we like keeping our roads fixed, right?
And we do, and next time we're gonna have the roads department come in and do the reading so with all the technical terms
chemicals.
and everything.
I think you'll need a chemist for that.
I think so.
Commissioner Roberts,
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer,
Yes.
Commissioner Dotterer.
Yes.
And Commissioner Dyer, do you give your approval to use your electronic signature on the orders that were approved today under discussion and deliberation?
Yes.
Okay, with that, we are adjourned.
We hope that you have enjoyed this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your Jackson County Commissioners or staff. You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other recent meeting, under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming.